Hello everybody, I am Silent, and we're actually bringing you game number 2 for my shoutcasting. As you can see, go away. We have X Special on Leona and Skilly, who's apparently in VVV, and Chow X on Hot Rod Corky. I am lucky I caught this game extremely early. We should only be 20 seconds in when it does happen, or somewhere around there. I managed to catch it at the right moment, so we're hopefully going to have a pretty good game, as we do have a pretty stacked team against a team of people I've never heard of, and I've never heard of these two people. And as we join the game a little bit late, we have a Malzahar top, interestingly enough, and we have obviously the Ziggs mids, we have Leeson starting blue, and we have Jana and Corky at bottom. I have to see what they're saying. No, script, we're actually just going to leave it on and grab it, and we are going to drag it down just a little bit, so hopefully it is out of the way, a little bit higher, and there we go, indeed. Now, as we look, we have Graves and Lulu doing the double golems at bottom. We do have Jungle Alistar, I do believe, yes, and Ezreal mid, and do we have an... Oh, Corky grabbing the big Wraith. Completely and totally missed that. We do have Riven top. Can't believe I missed that. That is a great play by Chow X and X Special. The bot lane bromance going at it. I wonder who's going to win this lane, as KX does indeed get the first CS of bot lane. Malzahar versus Riven. I have actually never seen this matchup before, so I actually do not know excuse me, what is actually going to happen. Hey, be careful there. We have Ziggs versus Ezreal. I love Ezreal mid. Give Ezreal blue buff, and I will spam my Qs all day long. It is the greatest feeling ever, as we do have Alistar doing blue and then instantly recalling back to base. He did not grab heal at all. Interesting enough. I have no clue what is indeed being said, as we do have Leona coming in. Oh, I should probably just get rid of their name instead of something, or else I'm just going to be saying Chow X and X Special the whole time. I will probably still be doing that. Lee Sin does not have his red. Looks like he is going to go gank top, as there are no wards top, obviously. Why would there be? That'd be silly. We do have Lee Sin coming in from behind. Lee Sin does have all his skills, is coming in. Looks like Riven is silenced, is going to get away, is going to jump on the Malzahar. We do have Riven flash away as Lee Sin is chasing. Going to throw out his Q. Riven is going to dodge it with her ease. We do have Leona jumping on Graves. Graves falling very low. Corky going in with his W. Leaves Graves is on fire and does burn to death indeed, as we do have Alistar coming down. Is spotted by the ward though, so Corky will move back a little bit. Looks like Alistar will most likely be going towards his double golems now. Blue making sure their red buff is still there, as we do have Graves or Lulu go back to base. Holy crap, that was very rude of you. As we do go to top lane, do have Riven going in, but we do have Lee Sin coming up for another gank. Malzahar, I believe, just attempted to silence. I don't know any of Malzahar's skills. I actually never see him. Then again, I don't even know any of Lee Sin's skills names, pretty much. So we do have the Ignite going on to the Malzahar. Riven is going to go. Lee Sin does miss his Q. We do have the Silence go on to Riven. Riven down to half HP. It looks like Lee Sin will now most likely attempt to Q, as Lee Sin hits his Q, but she is under turret range on Lee Sin. Will actually have to back off, as we do look at bot lane. Corky at 28 CS to Graves 13. Graves has died, and Corky did grab up the kill, so Corky is going to be quite hesitant. We do have Riven not going back to base. Malzahar and Riven at about the same HP, as Lee Sin will now start to take his. I thought he was going to gank mid for a second, but will not. If we look at mid lane CS, it is 28 CS to Ezreal to Ziggs. 26 indeed. We have Corky now going back to base. Wonder what he shall buy, as we do have Graves. Will he get the CS? Yes, he does. Good job, Graves. We do have Alistar. Excuse me, not doing too many ganks, and Alistar ganks are pretty scary, actually. We do have Ezreal jumping onto Ziggs. Looks like Ziggs has won that battle. Is going to auto attack, and we do have the flash headbutt. We do have the pulse going up. Ziggs taking a lot of damage, down to no HP. Will try to jump on. He does ignite Ezreal. Ezreal cannot go back, as Lee Sin is coming up. He is going to run into another, don't know what it is called, but Lee Sin is going to indeed miss his Q. Ezreal has barely any HP. It looks like Alistar will now laugh. Riven is going to be giving up CS just to soak up the XP, waiting for Malzahar to come back. Malzahar just chilling in base. Now it's going to go. Riven is now going to grab. Missed a few CS delaying time. We do have Lee Sin holding middle for Ziggs, and Ziggs will now be going back. Ziggs is level 5. We'll be getting his ult here very shortly, as he is about half XP to get there. As we look at bot lane, 40 CS for Corki, who grabs an extremely quick fade. Probably going to be rushing the Triforce to Graves Dorans. We do have Leona warding. This is my favorite ward when I play support. Gives you full vision of everything you indeed need. We do have just interesting play by the Alistar. Only Alistar jungled once, but I don't think I was ever actually this low once. Maybe he just has mad bad runes? I don't know. Not 100% sure actually. No, so we do see Corki with that quick phage and does grab 3 more pots. Does deal a lot of damage, and if he gets a phage proc on the Grace, it'll be very deadly. We do have Malzahar and Riven going at it. We do have Riven at 40 CS to Malzahar's 28. Malzahar does have the dodge boots, as Riven does have double Dorns. No ward though. Riven has warded her brush though. See, Riven is now going to jump on. Does throw the ultimate. Does go on to Malzahar. Malzahar taking a lot of damage. That is like the laggiest kill ever, but Riven will indeed grab the kill onto the Malzahar. As we look to mid lane, well, they're just kind of farming. I mean, nothing to say. It looks like Lee Sin may come in from a gank from behind. We do have the interesting ward placement. Lee Sin looks like he may just actually go counter jungle. Actually, Ward's blue does get the timer for the blue, but I do believe it should actually be spawning here fairly quickly. Ward will let them know when it is up, and there it does spawn. Lee Sin is now going to go in to take it. Alistar is on the other side of the map. Will probably attempt to gank the Ziggs, but Lee Sin will get a free blue out of this. Alistar was caught by the ward, will most likely now take his race. Does not realize his blue is actually up and does burn his smite onto it, as Lee Sin will fully take the whole camp, resetting it and get the timer. It will spawn around 12:14:9. Look back down to bot lane. Well, oh, I'm sorry. Riven does grab her merc treads. Does not grab an extra ward though, interestingly enough. Did not actually have enough, so we'll go to base. Do great coverage by red team. Wards are everywhere. As we do look, we do have a fight going on. I missed half of it. Looks like Corki is falling very low, is ignited. We do have the ultimate going off by Graves. Looks like Corki will actually manage to survive, as Graves only has 80 HP. The shield from Lulu doing a lot, but we do have the giant fucking ultimate coming out from Corki. Lulu falling very low, as Leona is leading the charge. We have Leona jumping on. Leona will actually now fall. Corki will flash away out of turret range just in case. Needs to fall back as Ezreal is coming. Corki missing his ultimate shot, but will actually be saved by the Lee Sin shield, as he will now go back to base, as he was ignited by Ezreal. No, he will actually go back and continue to farm, as we do have Alistar coming in. Lee Sin should quickly see him, as we do have Grizz up. Corki needs to go back to base. He is very low. The whole team is coming in. I don't remember what the Corki ultimate is even called. Missile Barrage, and I forgot what the big one's actually called. He will need to go back to base now. He has no HP and no mana, but we do have Alistar coming up. Corki needs to get out of there. Bush is pink warded. As well as we look to the top, Riven is dunking all over the Malzahar. Riven does not have her ultimate. Malzahar surviving with barely any HP. As we look at Ziggs doing his best to kill all the minions, will sacrifice a creep to run away, as Alistar is seen by the ward. Amazing ward coverage by red team. Indeed, I don't see any wards for blue team. There goes the first one, but if we look, ward is actually seen. Ward does now just run out. The pink ward does run out, and they will not be able to kill that in time. Dragon will not be taken here at the 10-minute mark, as Lee Sin does not have a wriggle. Is this going Dorns right now? Looks like he may go to counter jungle. No, but he will actually be jumping onto this Ezreal. Ezreal unaware. Lee Sin actually walks up, doesn't even Q him. Now he will Q him, take a lot of damage. Ziggs' ultimate goes out. I believe Lee Sin actually blew his ultimate. He did, taking the kill from Ziggs. But that is a-okay. Looks like we will have Riven come down. Not sure what she is doing, as she does not have any wards. Looks like she will go attempt to counter jungle a little bit. Lee Sin did take his raise camp, so Riven is wasting her time walking up a little bit. Leona pink warding Dragon and recalling back to base. Something about CV. Not 100% sure what is being said in the chat. I'm leaving it on mainly so I can see what is. We do have the ultimate coming out, almost killing Ziggs, but Ziggs managing to have a lot of HP. As Riven did attempt to kill him, but an Alistar as well, but nothing didn't see that. What? I'm reading chat and then I'm getting all fucked up. I'm attacking Malzahar is sitting really far back. Maybe he did just go to buy double Doran shields. That gives him 20 armor, 240 health, and 16 health regen per 5. That is quite a lot. As we look to bot lane, shit is happening. Lulu dies. We have the Malzahar ultimate. No, was that his ultimate? I believe it was. They are going to pick up the double kill at bot lane. I am bad at controlling my camera. Dragon should now be falling as Lee Sin will now Q. It does not need to pull it out as they know that nobody will be able to contest it. I should say as Leona and Corking are coming to as well, but Riven will actually take top turret. The Malzahar pick was quite interesting indeed, but it seems to be paying off as we see a 2k gold, 3k gold, 3k gold difference, and 8-3 being the score, but blue team is ahead on turrets as Riven is going to continue to push up. We look through Ziggs taking a decent bit of damage out of Ezreal, who is actually has a decent amount of HP. His W itself does quite a lot of damage. His ult will be very nice late game if he's able to get to late game. That is indeed. Looks like we have Riven going through possibly the counter jungle. Let's not see it. We'll sit in the bush hoping for somebody to come in. Looks like she may actually, Lee Sin may actually catch her, but no, Riven will recall. Lee Sin just kind of chilling. I am not 100% sure what for. Oh, they may have seen the Riven get into the bush, so he will walk away and be safe about it. As we do have Ezreal, looks like he wants to harass the Ziggs a little bit, but takes a lot of damage from Ziggs' Q, and we'll have to get out of there with his E. So we look to bot lane. We do have two recalling. Will Leona attempt to jump onto the Graves? Leona will not. We'll just kind of stand there. So we look towards mid. Ezreal. Oh my god, the amazing juke. Riven eating the Q. The ultimate from Ziggs does land on, killing Ezreal. I am amazing at missing giant plays. So we do have Riven attempting to clean up. We'll probably take a decent bit of harassment from Ziggs. Ziggs, what is your WE called? Explosive Minefield. I knew that. So we do just have the recall from the Alistar grabbing his red buff. They were just a second off from picking that up. Ping's going down. They do want to kill the Riven. They do know Riven is there. Looks like we have Lee Sin coming up as well. Riven will leave the right there as it will reset. Riven does know red buff is there, but is spotted by the Malzahar. Riven goes onto the Malzahar. Malzahar taking a lot of damage, already at bottom half HP. Riven now taking a ton of damage. Riven let goes part of the second ult, but does not kill the Malzahar. Riven running away. Does get hit by the Q as she tries to eat away. The Flash trying to jump back onto the Malzahar, but will die from the Ignite. Malzahar escaping with barely HP, and Lee Sin will manage to grab his red buff. What is Leona doing? Just kind of chilling there. Oh, Malzahar has not played since season 1. Well, no wonder you're so bad at him. Alistar flashing in onto the Malzahar. Does pop his ultimate. Alistar will pick up the kill onto Malzahar. So look at bot lane. We do have red pings onto the Ezreal. They do want the Ezreal dead. At least I do not believe is. Oh, the E from the Q does hit from Lee Sin onto Ezreal. Ezreal taking quite a lot of damage. We'll try to dodge a little bit. Lee Sin missing his Q, but does ult onto. Oh, my nose, it just does ult onto Ezreal. We do have Graves dying his bottom as well. Now Lee Sin will be taking Alistar's blue buff, as we do see Corki taking the big golem. This is quite a one-sided battle indeed. I don't have Dragon Timer, so I'm not 100% sure when it spawns. Do I have Ziggs very low in HP? I missed it, but that ping just notified me that Riven and Lulu nearly killed him. So we look at this ward coverage for Red Team. It is everywhere. Red Team knows what's happening in their jungle. Great play by Red Team. So Corki will now have that turret fall as he will sit here and clean up this wave. We do have the Ezreal ult come in. It just disappeared and then deals damage to Ziggs. Interesting enough, we do have a red ping coming down in this area. They are aware of what people are here. Alistar will now be spotted by this ward, but his big wraith is not there. Sad day, as we do have Riven going in. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Is Corki just manhandled the Graves, as Corki does have a Triforce and now is working on his Vamp Scepter, possibly to go into a Bloodthirster. If we look at Graves, just double Doran's Boots 2 and a Wriggles Lantern will absolutely be manhandled. You have the Wriggles bot for Lee Sin, finally. You have Riven attempting to go into the Malzahar, but it's not looking enough, and we do have the Malzahar laugh coming out. High ELO games to where I miss everything. Ziggs harassing Alistar. Alistar's going to headbutt Leona away. Looks like Leona will ultimate hit the Lulu. Lulu will die by Corki. Now it looks like we'll have Ezreal, the ult coming in from Ziggs onto Ezreal. Ezreal dying. Alistar has to run away. Does throw a ward down, but wastes a little bit of time. We will have Corki W over into blue buff. We'll pop an ultimate and hit him. Looks like Riven is not responding at all. Alistar almost dead. Corki hitting him very well. We do have the heal come out, and Corki does manage to pick up the kill. Riven might now just go onto Lee Sin. No, will run away. Lee Sin and Corki both go after Riven. Riven in a lot of trouble. She does pop her ultimate, trying to kill the Corki. The ult coming from Lee Sin onto Riven. Riven is not able to do anything, as Riven does indeed die. Leona and Malzahar were coming into gank. We do have the random ultimate coming from Ezreal. What will it hit? Nothing. Managed to hit Wolves though and piss them off quite a bit. Leona does not actually have an Oracles. Would really like to see it, as there are 2 wards here. I think those are the only blue wards on the map. No, we do have an extra one right here. As we look at the score, almost an 8k gold lead for red team, is it's 17-4 in kills and 2-1 in turrets. And as we look, something just died, but I missed what it was. Ziggs grabbing his blue buff. That's what it is. Malzahar is farming away at top. And it looks like we will have a 3-man battle. Breakout at bottom. Lee Sin lands his Q on Graves. Graves taking a little bit of damage. Lee Sin managing to get hit by... I don't even know what these skills are. I'm just kind of talking. Alistar wants to kill the Corki. Is pinging the Corki at the bottom. He should know it is coming, so he should be a bit careful. I believe Alistar did walk through. It is only going to be Alistar. Lee Sin is now actually coming as well. Corki will not get caught, as he will manage to attempt to fake a little bit. Will run into the Alistar. That Alistar will headbutt him away, but will not have anything, as Leona is now coming in. As they start a dragon, Alistar will flash over the wall, and this will be a free dragon for red team, as nobody is able to contest it. Looks like we will have a bit of a bait. No, Leona walks into Riven. Riven does ultimate, lands it on the Corki. Corki taking a lot of damage. W's over into Dragon Pit and walks away. Riven flashing into Corki. And Riven, I don't even know what's going on anymore, but Ezreal ults and manages to pick up the kill. He is going to flash over, as we do have a lot of shit happening. Riven falls, Lee Sin falls. And as we see, Leona taking a lot of damage from Graves Ezreal. Looks like Ziggs will manage to keep Leona alive, as we do have Alistar taking a lot of damage, does get ignited. We do have a Malzahar not going to be dealing enough. Oh, he does kill enough to kill the Alistar. Malzahar teleporting in. Red buff is up. Looks like Ezreal is running away, as Leona is on the chase. We will see Ezreal E up onto the curve. Leona missing. I believe that is her E. Ziggs will actually use his W to get up. The silence coming out from Malzahar. The ult coming from Malzahar as well. And Ziggs will pick up the kill. Ezreal is not able to escape. We'll have Leona call to base and Corki go to top to farm up a little bit more. Red buff is still up for red team. I'm amazed nobody has actually gone for it yet. So look, we do have 2 players mids. Graves in a little bit of trouble. Will actually get out of there, as Malzahar looks like he will be going top lane now as well. As we look to Ziggs build, we do have the Aegis of the Legion on Leona. I am sorry I missed that. We do have the Woda on Ziggs. Interesting how they changed the Woda. Looks like Ziggs will just ward. It looks like Riven is waiting up top, but we do have Corki and Malzahar top. Will Riven actually want to go in? Does not look like that. She may just be waiting for the moment to go in. Nothing is happening. Corki is going to roll. Riven is going to ult on the Corki. Corki will W away. Looks like Riven will not get silenced. Will actually die, and Corki survives with only 200 HP. That was an interesting turn of events, as we do see the Ezreal go through, and we do have the 4-0 surrender and the GG's from red team and blue team. Great game all around. I hope you enjoyed my commentary from my second Shoutouts game, as that was a quite high ELO game. Very one-sided though. Did not know many of these people on blue team. Maybe you do. Maybe you would like to see a pro player featured or be one of the main stars in one of my shoutcasts. Leave a comment of that player you would like to be, and I will see what will happen. But for now, that was a very quick one-sided game I was not expecting. Leave me any comments and feedback on what you would like to see and what would you like to see improved, and I will see you all next time.